Welcome back to Bangkok Buzz, folks, where the neon never sleeps and the whiskey's always a little too warm. This is Tales from the Bar with Big Tony. That's me, your favorite cranky bartender with 20 years of barroom scars and more horror stories than an all-night tuk-tuk ride across Soy Cowboy. You think this is about fun? Nah, mate. It's about bar tabs and broken promises. Now let me tell you, if you ever thought you had a wild night out in Thailand, you ain't seen nothing yet. So buckle up, order yourself a drink unless you're at work, in which case don't get caught, and hang with me till the end. Trust me, you're gonna want to hear how this one ends. And hey, smash that subscribe button, give me a like, and drop your wildest bar story in the comments. You never know, maybe I'll tell yours next time. Alright, let me set the stage. It was a sticky Friday night in the heart of Pattaya back in 2011. Rain so heavy the geckos started swimming for shelter, tourists ducking into my bar clutching wet singlets and soggy wads of baht. The joint was packed, Germans at the pool table, Aussies trying and failing to impress the staff, and a table of locals doing shots with a confidence I would later file under regrettable. But there she was. Or should I say, there they were, Nid. Now Nid is what you'd call an old-school ladyboy. Taller than most, hair like a shampoo commercial, and a voice that could wake the dead, or put 'em back in the ground, depending on which song she picked. Nid fancied herself a bit of a karaoke queen, and if you've been round these parts long enough, you know the best divas in Thailand don't always wear high heels. They just borrow 'em. Now I ran a nice, steady karaoke night every Friday. Folks loved it. Nothing like hearing some Brit butcher My Way or a Swedish guy miss every note on Sweet Caroline. But this night, let's just say things hit a different note. Nid starts slow, sachets over, signs up for Dancing Queen. No one blinks. Half the bar's seen her before. She belts it out with gusto, glitter in her eyes, hips swaying like a disco ball in a typhoon. Crowd eats it up. One song turns into two, then three. Before I blink, I see she's frog-marched her way to the mic stand and sunk her claws in like a sailor clutching his last bottle of Sangsam. Now, here's where things get spicy. Couple of young English lads, fresh off the plane, sunburned, cocky as roosters, think they've got next go. Well, Nid isn't having it. She's already queued up livin' la vida loca, tossing her wig in the air and grabbing the fog machine remote she probably wasn't supposed to touch. Next thing I know, she's turned the stage into a one-woman show, costume changes, borrowed sunglasses, even a sparkly scarf nicked from behind the bar. The crowd is losing it, clapping, shouting, waving drink menus in the air. The poor DJ sits in the corner, looking like I'd just told him he was moving back to Chiang Mai. One of the German guys tries to protest. Nid hushes him with a single finger. "Darling, tonight I am karaoke," she declares, loud enough to shake the fluorescent lights. Well, at this point, it's a standoff. Nid versus the entire customer base. I'm thinking, all right, this is either about to be the longest set of I Will Survive I've ever heard, or I'll need to start comping drinks so nobody riots. Then, get this. Nid grabs the mic, holds up her hand and says, Okay, everyone join me. Suddenly, it's not karaoke anymore. It's a full-blown EDM drag show. Tourists, locals, even one of my bartenders up there, wailing off key and doing the Macarena, while Nid conducts them like some glitter-covered maestro. Some guy starts breakdancing. Another fella proposes to his girlfriend. She says no, but everyone cheers anyway. By midnight, the whole bar's one happy, sweaty mess. Never saw so many baht fly across the counter. Even the DJ loosened up and did a spin or two. Nid finally takes her bow, flashes a peace sign, and the lads, defeated but happily so, buy her a round of shots and declare her karaoke queen for life. So what's the lesson, you ask? Control's an illusion in a Thai bar, mate. Never underestimate the power of showmanship, or a ladyboy in high heels with a mic. You think you run the place? Nah, Thailand runs you. That's it for tonight's tale, folks. If you survived this wild ride, do me a favor. Subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments about the craziest thing you've seen at a karaoke night. Remember, you think this is about fun? Nah, mate. It's about bar tabs and broken promises. Now get out of here, you wild things. See you next time on Tales from the Bar with Big Tony.